And here's a chance to look at the starting 9 for the visiting San Diego Padres. Who are you focused on, EK?
Well, I think the guy to watch is Mac Kemp. And he hasn't been missing much lately, hitting 3 home runs over the last 10 days.
Yangervis Solarte will stand in now, and his batting average currently good for 7th in the National League.
Well, it's still early in this season, but if he keeps this up, he's going to be looking to get paid. His contract is up after this year. Out.
And a bit of a high throw that time, but no problem over there at first as they record the out. Number 13 strides forward with a hot bat in his hands. Great numbers over the past few games. Cashner into his motion. Here comes the first pitch. Sent on the ground out to second. Fielded by Spangenberg. And he's set down, 1 away. And with a quick breather here, Pedro Figueroa will stand in, and he wasn't much of a factor yesterday as he took an 0 for 4 in the loss.
Well, when you're hitting under 200 for the season, games like yesterday are going to happen on a regular basis.
Hit out towards second. Throw to first in time, and the leadoff man is gone to start the third.
Batting 9th, pitcher.
Stepping in, Will Myers. He flew out in his last at-bat. Pitching has the upper hand early as we're scoreless in inning number 4. Now a ball grounded to short. This could be 2. For 1. Back to first, and that was a sparkler. A double play, and the inning is over. 1 hit's all they get. To the bottom of inning number 4 we go, and we are tied 0-0.
Here we go now. Come on
Number
now.
13 will dig in. 0 for 1 in the ball game.
Second baseman, number 13.
Here's a high pop-up. Spangenberg is in his tracks now. 1 pitch, 1 away.
Up next for the Cubs, the shortstop.
Number 13 will stand in for the 3rd time now. Still without a hit, so that streak could be in a bit of jeopardy.
Number 13.
And I think that's in the back of his mind, but it's not something he's really focused on. He just wants to get up there and put a good swing on the ball.
This is hit the other way out toward left field. Dickerson is there. He's got it, and there are 2 down now. Corey Spangenberg will stand in, and they've done a good job keeping him off base at the top of the lineup. He's 0 for 3 thus far. Hits this one hard the other way, and that gets through, so he'll have his first base hit, make him 1 for 4 in the game now. Number 13 will step in now in a big spot here in a game as close as this one.
And a chance of redemption, too, because he hasn't done much through his first 3 plate appearances. He can make up for all of that with a base hit right here.
Big spot. 2 out, possible tying and go-ahead runs on base.
Hey, here we go. Clutch up for us right here, buddy.
Hit in the air to right center field. This ball is carrying well. Back it goes, and it is out of here. So he promptly unloads the bases with that one. Number 18 for him on the campaign, and it's now 6-3.
You talk about capping off a comeback in style. We ain't going to have to look far to find it.
Hey, we got one.
Will Myers will stand in, needing to do something here to get on base as they're down to their final 2 outs.
Yeah, and you just can't worry about the score right here. You just got to be able to string together a couple of base runners and take it 1 pitch at a time, 1 runner at a time.
And from his perspective on the mound,
Hank Conger will stand in now, and hey, give these guys credit. They're not going down without a fight.
I'll tell you what, they're not too far away from making a game out of this one after all.
Yeah, 1 away. 1 away.
On the ground is short. This could be 2. The second. On to first, and he rolls the double play ball to end it here as this ball game is over.
Well, you know, some late-game heroics in the bottom of the 8th were what proved to be the difference as they rallied back to win in front of a very enthusiastic home crowd.
So a good offensive showing for these guys, but if we had to pick one player that stood out, that's our man right there. He's our tops player of the game.
Yeah, he was definitely a big part of this victory. You see there, 4 RBIs for him in the ball game. He came through when they needed him to, and he was instrumental in the win.
Here now is our final line.
So that'll just about do it. For Eric Karros, Steve Lyons, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB The Show. For more, don't forget to check out theshownation.com. Back here on the MLB pregame show, Matt Vasgersian getting you set for the finale of this 3-game set. That'll come your way in mere moments, but first we'll take a look at the Topps Player Spotlight. Number 13 is in the glow as he enters this one having carried his team offensively last time out. He drove in a bunch of runs and really looked dialed in with runners in scoring position. Doesn't get much better than this. Afternoon baseball from Wrigley Field in Chicago. Today, the 3rd and final game in this 3-game series. Number 13 will come forward now. Back in the lineup here after getting yesterday afternoon off. This ball's hit a ton out to center field. Back goes Upton Jr., but he can't get it as it's off the wall.
Right here, find the ball.
And a wide throw as this one gets by him at the bag. And he'll scramble back to the bag and be there safely. Standing in now with runners in scoring position, Anthony Rizzo. And he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here.
Oh, and it's so important to take advantage of these kind of opportunities early in a ball game. It can change the entire complexion of the game.
Kyle Schwarber will get his first opportunity now. He's got to be feeling pretty good about things recently as you see his numbers over the course of the past 10 ball games. And a swing and a miss on a huge first out there as he sets him down. Chris Bryant will stand in now, just a few ticks shy of the 300 mark for the season.
And he hit over 300 during the last month, so he's seeing it really well right now.
Pitch swung on and hit in the air toward the line and right. Kemp has it, and I'd be surprised if they send the runner. And never much of a chance to even think about scoring. Tucker Barnhart will stand in now as he was reinserted back into the lineup here after taking a needed day off yesterday. Has to be thinking strikeout here. This is hit high and deep out to left. Dickerson racing back, still going back. Gone! It's a grand slam. Pedro Figueroa will get his first opportunity. Just 1 for 4 yesterday, although his one hit was a triple. Hit hard on the ground towards second. Scooped up. Throw on to first. Gets him, and the side is retired. 3 up, 3 down for San Diego. Need to get it going soon. It's 5-0. Number 13 stands in. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Hit hard to short. Throw in time, and the side is retired. Corey Spangenberg will stand in. A strikeout victim his first time, and then a base hit last time around. Hit hard to the right side. He's got it. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. Number 13 will dig in. 1 for 2 with a double in this one. Into the windup and the pitch. Oh, and this just jumps off the bat here as this is to deep straightaway right field, and you can pretty much forget about this one. That is a long home run. A solo shot here to straightaway right field. 19th home run for him on the season. Will Myers will stand in. Sacrifice bunt his last time.
Yeah, a well-executed bunt his last at-bat, but obviously this time he's swinging away.
This should end the inning as it's sent out to second. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. Make it 6 shutout innings as he continues to give them fits out there. To the bottom of the 6th. Number 13 will dig in. 2 for 3 with a home run and a double.
Yeah, he's been on a tear so far in this one. No doubt about it, Matty. Should be pretty confident stepping in there right now.
Dickerson has it in his tracks. And he hauls it in for the first out of the inning. Corey Spangenberg will dig in now, and he'll do so representing the tying run.
Yeah, and you're not too worried about this guy jumping the yard on you here and tying the ball game. But if he does find a way to get on base, things get a whole lot more interesting.
And that is into right field, a base hit. And they're going to hold that runner at third base, as even with 2 away. An entertaining game all in all, so if we have to choose one who stood out among all others, why not go with this man right here? He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, you see a couple of hits for him in the ball game. This one was tight throughout, but in the end, he really helped.
Now from the windy city of Chicago, there's a beautiful look at fabled Wrigley Field. Tonight it's the first of 4. Eugenio Suarez will get his first shot at it here, and he's got to be hoping to turn things around because you see the numbers over the last 5 games. Not much going on there at all. Hit out towards second. Scooped up. In time to first, and there are 2 away. A moment here to take a look at the Cincinnati Reds starting lineup in this one. Number 13 comes to the plate to lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Second baseman, number 13.
Into the seats, 0-1. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Here's a swing and a high pop-up. And he'll put this one away for the first out of the inning. And now time to check out.
He's a guy you cannot fall asleep on when he gets on board because he will run on you. He's in the top 5 in steals in the National League, and we'll see if he can add to his total in this one.
Popped up.
Up. That's mine. I got it.
And 2 quick outs here in the second. And with a quick breather here. Coming to the plate now, Billy Hamilton. And he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here.
Oh, and it's so important to take advantage of these kind of opportunities early in a ball game.
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to end the inning. A golden opportunity to get on the board here goes for naught. Back with more on a Thursday night.
Hey, your pitch.
Number 13 will be the batter. 0 for 1 here in the early going. Hit hard to short. Tejada is up with it on to first, and very quickly 2 are gone here in the home third.
Up next for the Cubs, the shortstop.
Number 13 will stand in for the 3rd time now, still without a hit, so that streak could be in a bit of jeopardy.
And I think that's in the back of his mind, but it's not something he's really focused on. He just wants to get up there and put a good swing on the ball.
Hamilton is there as he had to travel a ways, but he makes the catch deep. Number 13 will stand in now in what could be a real make-or-break situation.
And you think at this point you have to get something out of this inning. The further you get into that bullpen, the tougher it's going to be to claw back from this deficit.
This is hit the other way out toward left field. Duvall giving chase, looks it into his glove, and there's one gone. Adam Duvall comes to the plate now with the tying run at first, so he'll be looking to drive a ball into the gap here. Rondon's ready. Here's the 1-2. That's popped up out toward short right field. Number 13 onto the grass. He's got it one away. Not a lot of offense in this ball game, but what offense was provided came primarily from this guy, our top player of the game.
Yeah, he only had one hit, but he definitely made it count. Big home run that turned out to be the decisive blow in the ballgame.
So that just about does it. For EK, Psycho, and the crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, get those smartphones and tablets out and head over to theshownation.com. The Cubs win this one 4-3. Good night from Chicago.
3 hours and 4 minutes. Tonight's paid attendance at Wrigley Field, 45,936. As always.
We are set to bring you from one of the crown jewels of the sport, venerable Wrigley Field in Chicago. Tonight it's game 3 of this 4-game set between the Cincinnati Reds and the Chicago Cubs. Should see some great battles out of these two next on the show. Number 13 will stand in, back in the lineup after getting the night off yesterday.
Number 13.
Bailey into his motion. Here's the first pitch. Sends that one out of play for strike one.
Here we go now. Come on now. One time.
The windup and the 0-1. Well hit the other way, and it's into the gap. He'll take the turn and head for second. And he'll cruise into the bag at second with a 1-out double.
Batting sixth, the shortstop.
Addison Russell gets his first shot now, and he's working on a modest 5-game hitting streak. And the runner's breaking for third. In the air out to left.
Have a look.
Duvall is there to make the catch, and now they may have the runner caught off a second. Throw back to second, and that's a double play. One hit in the inning. Number 13 will stand in now. Switch hitter batting from the left side here.
Well, he's batting lefty right now, but it doesn't matter. He can hit from either side of the plate.
Bailey sets his sights. Here comes the first pitch. This is line to left, and that'll get down for a base hit. So he goes after the first pitch, and it's early trouble here this half of the inning. So he continues to hit the ball well. His second hit of the...
Hey, get your pitch up there. Come on now.
Addison Russell stands in.
Up next for the Cubs, the shortstop, Addison Russell.
Runners off for second. Pitch is a cold strike. The throw. And it skips in as he steals the bag easily. Throw down to second here is by him and into center field. And they won't get him as he's able to advance from first to third on what would certainly be scored a throwing error. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Hit hard back up the middle, and that's through into center field, base hit. They'll cash in here as the run is in to score from third. It's now a 2-1 ball game. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Scott Schebler. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yep, they sent him packing last time, so maybe they have a pretty good idea of how to attack him again right here.
On the ground, softly towards second. throw will go to Russell covering at second, and the inning is over. Reds leave one. They still trail it here 2-1. Number 13 will dig in here. 2 for 2 with a double thus far.
Yeah, and I like the at-bats he's had. Looking very confident and fluid at the plate, Matt.
Let's go now. What time?
Hot shot on the ground is short. Right to him. And an underhanded throw is in time for out number 3. 1 left for the Cubs. They lead it 2-1. Number 13 will be the batter. 2 for 3 with a double thus far.
Yeah, he's looked very settled in at the plate in this one. Could have a little more in store for us right here.
Swing and a high pop-up. Could be tough back behind third. Suarez is there to make the catch, and it's a dreadful start to the bottom of the ninth. 1 pitch, 1 out. Well, you always hope to get a good outing from your starting pitcher, but this man went above and beyond in this one. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, a real good performance, as you'll see in his final line. He gave him 7 2/3 good innings, and he was definitely the difference in this one.
Chicago Cubs.
So that's a wrap here tonight. Eric Karros, Steve Lyons, Matt Vasgersian, you've been watching MLB The Show. For more, find us on Facebook at MLB The Show. The Cubs win this one 3-2. Good night from Chicago.
3 hours and 44 minutes. Tonight's paid attendance at Wrigley Field, 45,936. As always, we thank you for your support of Chicago Cubs baseball and remind you to please drive home safely.
Doesn't get much this afternoon baseball from Wrigley Field in Chicago. Today it's the finale of this 4-game set between the Cincinnati Reds and the Chicago Cubs. Number 13 will dig in now. 1 home run shy of 20 for the season so far. High in the air out to center field. Hamilton is under it. And he brings it in for the second out of the inning. With a moment now, Scott Schebler leads it off here. Bottom third of the order set to go here in the third.
Well, he's faced the minimum so far, and obviously it's still early, but they need to get something going because you can't let this guy settle in out there.
Throw to first in time, and the leadoff man is gone to start the third.
Batting 8th, right fielder.
We got 2.
Billy Hamilton digs in, and we'll see what he can do here with 2 on and 2 out here in the 5th.
Yeah, a couple of ducks on the pond out there looking to make that trip home. This is a big 2-out AB right here, guys.
On to first, and the Reds rally comes up short here as that ends the inning. A golden opportunity.
Hey, come on now,
Number
big
13
dog.
will dig in. 0 for 1 in the ballgame.
Number 13.
First pitch of the at-bat. Right side, hit hard. And a reach, but it's by him as he couldn't quite get to that ball.
He's safe.
Yeah, a big hole on the right side of the infield. You see it there. With the first baseman holding, the second baseman at double play depth, there's a...
Addison Russell will stand in now with 2 on here and nobody out to begin the inning.
And on the mound, he hasn't found himself in too many rough spots so far, so this might be his first real test of the ballgame.
Oh, and this kicks right off of him. And a relay to the plate. And they're not going to get him as he's in there to score.
And you can see the pitching coach heading for the mound, and this is nothing more than just trying to reassure your guy and give him a chance to compose himself. He's been great so far, so there's no reason to think that he can't.
Come on, big guy.
Tucker Barnhart is into the box. He was a strikeout victim in his first try.
And this is a big-time strikeout situation.
And he misses with it, ball 4, so that'll load the bases, and now he's really going to need to get a ground ball.
Well, we knew he had to work carefully with the runner in scoring position, but I don't think a walk was what he had in mind. That's going to make things just a little trickier now with the bases loaded.
John Lester in now, hopped out in his first trip. Looking to keep this a one-run game. This one's flared toward left center. Schebler moving in, but he won't get there. It falls in. In to score is the runner from third. It's a 2-0 ball game.
Helping his own cause right there, and no need to...
Eugenio Suarez will step in now as his guys look for a breakthrough here with a runner in scoring position.
Yeah, and it's been a long time coming. They haven't done anything with their opportunities so far. Maybe this will be the time that they finally crack the scoreboard.
Oh, that one got the pitcher. No chance to make the play. Let's just hope he's okay on the mound. And now they'll hustle out there and attend it. Number 13 will be the batter. 1 for 2 thus far. That's yanked into the stands. Strike 1.
Come on, Big Jack. Get your pitch, huh?
Popped high in the air. Smoke is there for it. 2 down.
Now batting.
Stepping in, Scott Schebler. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here.
Boy, he had a great at-bat last time up. Look for another pitch he can...
Here as he gets the glove on it. And he'll make it to first easily on what will almost certainly be ruled in. Zach Cozart will step in now in a big spot here in a game as close as this one.
And a chance at redemption, too, because he hasn't done much through his first 3 plate appearances. But he could make up for all of that with a base hit right here.
He'll throw home with it, and they finally get an out here as he's forced at the plate. Relay to first is too late, so no double play, but no run scores.
In a tie game, your one thought should be to make sure that you can cut down that go-ahead run at the plate. If you can do a home-to-first double play, great. Now, they didn't get it done here, but at least they kept the game tied, and they get themselves 1 out closer.
Number 13 steps in now.
Hey, wait for yours here. Come on, big guy. Get your pitch,
High fly ball out to straightaway center. After it is Hamilton. 2 gone. So striding in, Ruben Tejada, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield.
Here we go now. Let's go.
Trying to hold the lead. Now a swing and a ground ball. This should do it. And they will put the tag on him. They got him. And with that, the ball game is over.
Break out the fire extinguishers. These guys are on fire. 7 straight wins. They've been as hot as any team in baseball, and they've really got things rolling out there now.
A tight ball game all throughout. Winds up a slim 1-run victory in the end as we get you one final look at our line score. So that'll just about do it for us this afternoon. So it would appear we'll have a pinch hitter coming on now with a runner at first and one gone.
Hey, right guy, right place. Here we go.
Now batting, number 13.
High in the air out to center field. Gonzalez has a read on it. And that's the second out of the inning. And guys, the Brewers were given an excellent starting pitching performance from this man, Matt Garza. Don't put that card in your bicycle spokes. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, I thought he really pitched well. He ran into a few problems here and there along the way, but aside from that, he was definitely a difference maker out there.
So that'll just about do it. For Eric Harrow, Steve Lyons, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB The Show. For more, don't forget to check out the show. Doesn't get much better than this. Afternoon baseball from Wrigley Field in Chicago. Today, it's the second of this three-game series between the Milwaukee Brewers and the Chicago Cubs. These two should provide some big-time fireworks. First pitch is coming up. And a look now at the batting order for the visiting Milwaukee Brewers. EK, any thoughts?
Well, guys, everybody should be looking out for that guy in the number.
Number 13 will come forward now. Back in the lineup after being used as a pinch hitter last night.
Hey, have a rip at it up there, huh?
Drilled to the right side. A diving try, but he can't haul it in. It's through for a base hit. Anthony Rizzo will stand in, and as you can see, his home and road splits there. He's been a much better hitter away from home. The 0-1 pitch. Runners off for second. And here's a ball hit in the air. Cecchini ranging into the outfield. He gets there and makes the play for the first out. And now time to check how Joe Madden has lined the Cubbies up in this one. Coming to the plate now, Chris Bryant. And he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here.
Oh, and it's so important to take advantage of these kind of opportunities early in a ball game. It can change the entire complexion of the game if you can put the other guys on their heels right away.
He's on the move again from first. This is in the air out to right. Halpern giving chase. And he makes the catch for the second out. Justin Turner will get his first shot at it here. 1 for 4 with a double in the ball game last night. And he misses with it for ball 4. So the bases will be loaded now with 2. Into the box now for the Cubbies, Jorge Soler. He'll try to do damage with the bases loaded and 2 gone. Little chopper back his way.
Run it out, dig!
On to first, and the Cubs squander what looked like a good opportunity as that ends the inning. Number 13 stands in.
For the Cubs, second baseman, number 13.
Lifted the other way to left center. Gonzalez has a beat on it. Makes the play, 1 away. Into the box, Peter Halpern. He scored after tripling in his first plate appearance. What's he got in store for us here? McCarthy comes set. Here's the 0-1. Hit out towards second. Scooped up. And a close play at second, but the throw does beat him in the side. So striding in, number 13, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. Trying to hold the lead. Hit on the ground down the first baseline. The second for 1. On to first, but not in time as he's in there ahead of the throw. Anthony Rizzo digs in, and we'll see what he can do here with 2 on and 2 out here in the 5th.
Yeah, a couple of ducks on the pond out there looking to make that trip home. This is a big 2-out AB right here, guys.
Jeanette is there. On to first, and the Cubs squander what looked like a... Number 13 steps into the box.
For the Cubs, second baseman, number 13.
Oh, and here's a fastball right down the middle of the plate that swung on and hit out to deep left field, and this one's not coming back. This is a long... Maury Gund steps in, working on a 1-for-2 game so far. Rondon looks in. Here it is on 2-1. Now a swing and a ground ball. This should do it. Throw on to first will be in time to get him, and the Cubs have come back to even up this series at a game apiece as this ball game is over. This one definitely a low-scoring affair as we get one last look at our